push that thing.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? There's a big goose egg of everybody right now, so I guess we'll have some folks coming in here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and bring you in, Tom, so at least we can. Oh, there's somebody who just joined us. My dogs are barking up a storm a while ago with themselves.
That's my little one there. He likes listening to himself.
And what's his name?
Jelly Roll.
Oh, that's right, Jelly Roll. Mijo and Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Mijo's trying to get in my lap.
Gears and Guns. Hey, Justin. Artco. How you doing? Yeah, can't even spit it out of my mouth. How you doing, Art? Hey, Art, if you want to come on the show sometime, just let me know right in there, and next time I'll send you a link. I'm not very good at doing it on the fly because I just started doing this, as you know. Or Justin, if you want to come on, let me know. Hey, Firster, what's going on? Justin won't be on tonight. Hey, Keith and Tom. Art, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you here. Caught you on your show the other night. I only was able to hang around for about 45 minutes, then had to bail. You know, I'm at work.
How you doing, Art?
So I saw today on Facebook, the foundation's Facebook, that they are going to put her back in the water sometime in February. And she will be staying over at Gulf Copper Shipyard, but in the water, while they replace the wooden deck and do some other repairs inside and get the deck guns put back on. Art, I don't know if you've heard or not, but the deck guns are supposed to be in fully operational condition when they get put back on. I'm assuming that the breeches will not work, that they'll do something to keep them from working, because that would be an easy place for somebody to get hurt on the breeches of those 5-inch guns. But anyway, they're going to be fully operational. I'm sure they won't have firing pins. If the breeches would work and they had firing pins, you know, we might be able to rig up a round to take down there. Art's fighting a cold. I know you got a lot of snow up there, Art. Tom was saying they may be getting some in Dallas here shortly. Yeah, it would be cool to follow her in the boat. And man, I'm stuttering tonight. Maybe I'm having a stroke. Hey, styling and profiling. I got to get back to the boat deal. But my buddy Styling and Profiling is here. And I prepared something just especially. Oh, you're fighting COVID. I prepared something just especially for you, man. It's about 15 seconds. It don't last long. But this, if there's people on here that do not know where styling and profiling come from, you're about to find out. 15 seconds.
Showtime! Woo! 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 Styling and profiling. Stop! We can't take it anymore.
Ric Flair. There we go. When I first saw styling and profiling come on, he made a comment on one of my videos. It's where I first saw him, and I knew exactly who he was talking about then. Ric Flair. I used to watch wrestling all the time, until it became too much of a obvious drama show. I can't hardly bear it anymore. But the old stuff, I really love the old stuff. Yeah, I knew you'd love it. Okay, so far as following the ship in a boat, Justin, when they brought the Texas from San Jacinto to Gulf Copper in Galveston, there were a lot of private boats following her. But there were also some police boats and Coast Guard boats keeping everybody at, I don't know what the distance was, but they were keeping
I
everybody
think
at
it was 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. Okay. Uh, yeah, they were keeping everybody at a good distance, but I don't think there'll be much of an opportunity to follow it this time because it's literally going maybe an eighth of a mile across the other side of the ship channel. Might be a good opportunity to float around out there, but it's going such a short distance, I'll be able to follow it the whole way from anywhere with my drone. Art is fighting a cold. You sure it's a
Styling
cold?
got COVID.
Huh?
I seen the styling and profile said he had COVID.
Yeah, styling profiling's got COVID. Oh, everybody tell me what you're drinking. I got a root beer, obviously. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Spreherher, whatever that is. I know, Tom, you're drinking tea.
Yep.
Justin, art, styling, profiling. Who else we got here? Whoever else we have here. What's everybody drinking? I don't know. I got a thing with knowing what everybody's drinking. Justin drinking tea of the twisted type. Firster's drinking Coke, water, styling and profiling. Got drinking that water. Could be allergies. You got snow up there, don't you, right now, Art? A lot of it? How much snow do y'all have right now? I think you were saying on your live stream you had like 8 or 10 inches, something like that.
Where's he at?
He is in Colorado. I'm not sure exactly where in Colorado, though. Assault tea. I don't know if Art is near mountains or if mountains are everywhere in Colorado. My sister lives, oh, you got a half inch. Okay. My sister lives in Colorado, and unfortunately, I know her address because it's in my phone, but I don't even know what town she lives in from memory. Never been there. With the way things are going there politically, I'm not sure I'd want to go there. It'd be like going to New York. Northwest of Denver, he lives. Esther and Blue Pass, yeah. Yeah, we had some really heavy rain, high winds. And we're under a tornado warning right now. Oh, you're in the foothills. So even when you don't have snow in the wintertime, you can probably drive to it, can't you? It's what I used to do in Tennessee when I lived near the Smoky Mountains. We didn't have snow down where I was, but every third year or so. But you could always drive up into the Smoky Mountains and play in the snow. They never closed that road. It was just, take your own risk kind of thing. Highway, I think it was 441 goes through the Smoky Mountains, and that's the only road that goes through the Smoky Mountains. Styling and profiling. Did he say what he was drinking? Oh, yeah, water. Going out to Colorado to hunt some elk. When I lived, I haven't seen it here. I'm sure it's here, but when I lived in Tennessee, elk hamburgers were a big deal, and I've eaten several of those. It's a very dense meat, not very much fat to it, but it tastes good.
Yeah, it's like buffalo. You can get elk and buffalo around Dallas in certain places.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, they closed that road now, Christopher? That's a bummer. They used to never close that thing. Christopher lives in, where do you live, Christopher? Maryville? Sevierville? Gatlinburg? I don't know exactly where you live. Art's got family in North Carolina. I love North Carolina, too. Used to go to the Cherokee Indian Reservation there all the time when I lived in Tennessee. Funny story about that. My son, who was probably about 6 at the time, you're on an Indian reservation. the main road through it is always, touristy stuff. So there was a Indian out there dressed up like an Indian chief at a teepee, and we stopped to go into the store that he was in front of. And my son at the time walked up to the guy, shook his hand, shook his hand, and said, "How long you been an Indian?" Or no. He asked him, and he said, "Are you a real Indian?" That's what he said. And the guy's like, "I have been all my life." Oh, you're in Knoxville. Well, you're not too far, but further than what we used to be from the Smokies. Buffalo is amazing. I'd love to get hands on some elk. Oh, okay. I know exactly. Well, not exactly, but I know real close to where you're talking about, Christopher. We are still waiting for Garnet and Kylie to show up. Kylie said, she texted me, said she'd be a little bit late. She had to go buy something from Best Buy. We're expecting Garnet's friend Elisa to come, and she is from Ukraine. Talked to her a little bit last week, but she has no family left in her. She says she's got no family left in, or no family in Ukraine. So I hope that means they all got out instead of the other option if there's none there. Michael Galley. I know the Galleys. I don't know if I know Michael. I know some of the Galleys. Out there.
Huh. I watched that show.
Do you?
Yeah.
I got everything mailed to Kylie today. So far as the letter situation, she's going to take that over for me because I just don't have time to deal with it. I got too many things going on all the time. Haven't even been able to go drone flying for almost 2 weeks now, which is making me crazy. All right, Art. I appreciate you coming by, Art. I will be seeing you on your show on Saturday again. Wish I could join you, but like I say, I'm at work and I can't. But I can watch. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Being inspected. So you're being inspected.
So last week, Justin asked me if we ever had. Oh, who's that? I'm nosy.
I don't know where she went.
She got long hair. I caught that. That's all I saw.
That is Donna.
Donna? Did you say Donna?
Yeah.
Okay. So last week, Justin asked if we ever had any gun stuff on here, which I never have, but obviously no objection to it because I'm a gun guy. So I put together a little quick video, and Justin, you may have seen this. Christopher, I don't know. Everybody may have seen it. I don't know. But it's one of my favorite gun videos that I put together. So I'm going to play that for you real quick. I edited it down to, I think, about 3.5 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to play that for you real quick, just so we can get our first gun show. I was going to say cherry popped. I was going to go ahead. I'm going to say it anyway. We'll pop the cherry on gun stuff on here. Okay, here we are. It's after Halloween. It's after Thanksgiving. Question is, what do you do with all of these you have laying around the house? Well, I'm about to show you how to grow the best pumpkin patch you may have ever seen. You're going to grow some big pumpkins. You're going to grow some great pumpkins. Well, you're going to grow some big ones and some, well, you might grow some pumpkins, you might not. I don't know, but I'm going to show you how to plant the seeds right now. Woo-hoo!
Anybody need some pumpkin?
All right, we're taking a break here for a little pumpkin preparation. Little surgery on the, well, we'll just call it the bottom of the pumpkin. Basically a gastric bypass. Oh, look at there, perfect fit. Gotta do it. All right, where's that one going? In the water. Best way to plant a crop of pumpkins. We are ready for next year. We did in 30 minutes what would have taken a man with a tractor half a day to get done. So we're ready for next year. I hope you learned something. It's time for you to take your pumpkins out and finally dispose of them properly in a field somewhere with some tannerite. We are unfortunately out of tannerite, so we're kind of out of business until we get some more. So I've been out here with red-headed guns right here. Where are you? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I see you. All right, so we'll be seeing y'all next time. This has been a Jeep, a drone, and an old man. We'll be seeing you next time.
That's been a couple years now, but may have to do that again. Were you able to see that, Tom?
Yeah, it kept stopping quite a bit.
Oh, did it? Did it? What about everybody else? Did y'all see it okay? Who all we got in here? Got 4 folks with us right now. Styling and profiling, you still here? I'm kind of surprised Garnet's not here. Let's text that old rascal.
Yeah, Styling is still here.
Awesome. Kaboom. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, Chris Firster, that hat I'm wearing in that video is the same one you got now. And Christopher, styling, profiling, anybody on here that wants to come on as a guest on the next live stream, there's a way that I could do it right now, but I don't know that way. But I can certainly invite any of you guys on as a guest next time if you want to come on. Just email me and let me know, or tell me in the comments right now. But if you want to decide later, just email me at a Jeep, a drone, and an old man at yahoo.com, and I will get it set up. So Tom, well, you tell us, Tom. Tom just had another first place with his Harley at a bike show. So tell us how that went, Tom.
It did real well. Was at a place called Ford's Garage, which is a really neat little restaurant. And there was about 88 cars and bikes there yesterday. I think it's what they said. When it's cold like it is, not too many bikes get out. Like I said, when I left here, it was right at 30 degrees.
Whew.
Coming home, it was 60 degrees. So Had to pack everything on the back to get home. We don't have another one of those until March. Then there's one just about every weekend in March.
And you've got a styling and profiling. That email address is a Jeep, a drone, and an old man at yahoo.com. It's in the description of all of my videos. You can find it there. And then Tom's got a dog show coming up soon. When is that, Tom?
That's this Saturday. We're going to Columbus, Georgia. I'm leaving out here Friday morning. I'll be back late Sunday afternoon.
And what breed is Mijo?
He's American Bully. Both of them are American Bullies. Mijo and Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll too. And you've actually won some with Mijo, haven't you?
Yeah, at Nationals, he got a third place. Down in Houston in 1st of December. And St. Louis, he did really well. Got 4 first place there. So did Jelly Roll. But this is the first show that Jelly Roll could actually get points. And that's what we've been waiting on. Mijo's got a best male in Oklahoma and 3 first place and a second place there. He's just now starting to get where he's comfortable again.
Are they both from the same parents?
No.
No.
Mijo's out of a bloodline called Venom Line. The guy's in just north of Miami. I think it's Coral Gables, Florida. And Jelly Roll came out of Arkansas.
I know Mijo's got some like prize winning parents, doesn't he? Like high prize winning parents.
Yeah, he's got a very valuable dad and granddad. His granddaddy just passed away in Halloween. But Jelly's got some really good credentials also. And we're waiting to get him started in the show circuit and see if we can get him championed out. Mijo's got points. We're like 60 points from making him a champion. And this will be Jelly's first show to get points, try to get points. So we're hoping he does good this weekend. We got 4 shows Saturday.
How does the point system work? I mean, like, do you get 1 to 10 points depending on what they give you, or I mean, how do they give you points?
If you win your age group, so they go 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 up. If you win that group, you get 10 points. Then you move in with all the other males that's won in their age groups, you get 20 points from that. Then you get another, I think it's 20 points. If you win the show, then best of show gets you even more. Because I've not paid attention to that yet because I haven't got that far.
Yeah. Justin's talking about a pit bull that he's got named Torque. He's a gator breed. I don't no idea what that means, but do you?
I used to have pit bulls years ago. And AJ, he's going with me to Georgia. He competes in the junior handlers. Last year he did really well, but Courtney didn't sign him up to get points. This year, she's already got him registered, and we're trying to get him in the top 10 in the country for kids showing dogs.
So what dog does she show?
He shows Jelly.
Oh, okay.
He also shows a little English bulldog for one of Courtney's friends. He showed Mijo, but him and Mijo play so much together, Mijo won't act right for him anymore. So we're real cautious about how he plays around with Jelly. Eventually, he's probably going to take over. And about a year and a half from now, I'm going to get one more little male, and that's going to be just AJ's dog. He's going to start it at 3 months, and we're going to try to take him all the way to championship with AJ showing him.
Yeah. A British Bulldog.
The show, the shows that we do, they have French bullies, they have Old English bulldogs, they have the Shorty Bull, and there's another one. Then there in the bully category, there's the Pockets, Standard, Classic, then the XL. The XLs are the big dogs.
Are they Bulldogs also, or just different
Yeah,
breeds?
it's
all
they're all
Bulldogs?
bulldogs, all out of the same family. They're all ABKC registered.
Yeah. That British Bulldog, that's one ugly dog, man. I'm a dog guy big time, but that's one ugly dog. Do you have a British Bulldog styling? And profiling. I've never actually had a Bulldog, but
They're not terriers; it's American bullies, is what they are.
don't they
If you
have? Don't they
if you look
have?
up
Go ahead.
if you look up Venom Line Kennels, and you scroll through their studs, their one stud King V. That's Miho's daddy.
Styling and profiling's got some far-reaching dreams there.
Either that or deep pockets. My dogs don't eat regular dog food. They're on a raw diet. They eat raw meat and organs.
Yeah, do you get that from a butcher?
No, there's a guy up in Missouri that gets the scrap beef from a slaughterhouse, and he mixes it up with the organs and stuff and processes it. He comes down to Texas every 6 weeks. So whether we need any or not, we need to buy some because he's not going to be back for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I got a freezer full of it right now.
Styling and profiling. That is my favorite breed of dog. We've got 6 dogs right now, all small dogs. Probably one of them wouldn't be as big as Tom's one dog. I mean, all of them together wouldn't be as big as Tom's one dog. But Chihuahua is my favorite dog. Don't have one right now. Wish I did. But I grew up as a small child with Chihuahuas and have pretty much had all Chihuahuas my entire life up until 15 years ago, something like that.
Now, you can get another set of papers through the registry. You just contact them and tell them what happened, and they'll send you a different set of papers for him, for the dog.
Yeah, they breed Yorkies. As a matter of fact, they gave one. Well, I know I've already said this, but they gave one to my wife because my wife is Justin's mom. But they gave one to her for her birthday. Her birthday is December 24th, and then Christmas, December 25th. So buying gifts for that's a little difficult. But Justin knocked it out of the park this year with the 3 little male Yorkie, who is really hyper. Man, he's hyper.
Yeah, I tell my kids that I care about the dogs more than them. You got AJ, then the dogs, then my kids.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I would have been perfectly happy if God had put me in a world with nothing but dogs and no people.
Exactly.
And I have not heard from Garnet or Elisa. Maybe she chickened out, so he won't come on, possibly. I don't know. Kylie is supposed to be here sometime later, she said. Yeah, I think he's hyper here, Justin, because all our other dogs are so old, they just lay around. And at your house, he had his siblings to run around and play with and wrestle with. And nobody here does that because they're all too old. So he's always pulling on their tails or their legs or their ears or something. I'm constantly having to pull him off like he's a magnet.
Yeah, Mio's just been only dog for a year and a half, and I got Jelly, and now he's jealous.
Dogs definitely get jealous.
Yep.
Yeah, dogs are definitely loyal. And they never ask you for $20. I mean, you might have to spend $20 on one, but it's not going to ask you for it. Might have to spend more than that. We had to spend $1,500 on our little 3-pound Yorkie about a year ago because she had a infection in her uterus. So they had to take out her uterus. That was expensive. We never had our females fixed, just our males, because none of them leave the house or the backyard. Anybody watching national championship tonight? Not me. I'm not really much of a sports guy. So to be honest, I don't even know what championship you're talking about, man. You know what he's talking about, Tom? What championship?
Yep. College football championship.
Oh, okay.
Michigan and Washington. Yeah, I'll turn it on here shortly.
Michigan and Washington?
Yep.
Now, when I lived in Tennessee, I did watch that stuff because the only thing in Tennessee more important than breathing is college football because of the Volunteers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you make any kind of conversation, but you won't, man. I don't have to know what you're talking about to make conversation. Tom knows what you're talking about.
I watch football, hockey, baseball.
I'm one of those guys that watch football highlights for the crash and bang, the receiver in the air that gets his legs knocked out from under him, that kind of stuff. And I watch NASCAR for the wrecks. So I just watch highlights on that stuff.
So I watch NASCAR, I watch NHRA, I watch the Street Outlaws.
Now, there used to be a raceway between here and Galveston down 45, Houston International Raceway. And we used to go out there now it was probably.
What, the round track?
Huh? No, it was straight track, quarter mile.
Yeah, that's Baytown.
Yeah, they got it up in Baytown now. It used to be
they closed that one.
Back in the 70s, it was down here close to Galveston. We used to go down there and sneak in sometimes when we didn't have money because I was late teens, early 20s, whatever I was. But man, that stuff, especially when they brought funny cars out there, man, those things vibrate your body off the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael's here until the wife summons. Yes, the wife conundrum. Very familiar with that one.
Had to get up then.
I did not hear that they had denied that ban, but I expected them to because there's enough people left on there with a brain that works still. That may change at some point, but at least right now we're good. I don't know what it is, Justin, about all those anti-gun people that don't understand the Constitution when it says shall make no law. I mean, that's pretty damn clear. It doesn't say shall make no law except concerning magazines. It doesn't. It just says shall make no law. Basically, leave this one alone. You can't change it at all. Yet they still try.
Have they shut down the gun shows down there in Houston area?
No, I heard one advertised 2 or 3 months ago.
We still have them here, but not in the bigger places.
Yeah.
We have smaller ones everywhere. The most popular one used to be right here by my house, and they changed the ownership of the building, and the new owner didn't want them in there.
Oh, no kidding. Out of my cold dead hands. Yep, you got it, buddy. My grandson was asking me about that just yesterday. Don't know where the question came from, but he comes up with the most random questions and conversations. Like I don't know. It's just very random. But anyway, he asked me what would I do if anybody ever from the government ever came to my house to try to get my guns. And I said first I'd ask them for a search warrant. If they didn't, okay, so he's constantly with this stuff. So what if they didn't have a search warrant, but they were insisting on coming in? Well, I wouldn't let them come in. What if they forced their way in? I said, well, my guns are locked up. They probably cannot get to them. But it ended up, I ended up telling him if somebody was ever coming to get my guns, they would have to kill me. And I'm serious about that because there's only one reason the government wants to take guns away from people. And it's not because of gun violence. As far as I'm concerned, anti-gun people may be the ones behind gun violence to make it look worse than it is. And they're just not getting my guns. He says, well, what if they kill you? I said, that's going to be their option. And I told him, I'm not stupid. I know I won't win that battle. I know that they will kill me, but I'm not giving up my guns. I won't do it.
Me either.
Thankfully,
around here, and I bet it's the same down in that area. You know, they keep saying if you do this or do that at these gun shows, you can stop the people from getting them. If you got $100 bill in your hand, you can go anywhere in Dallas and pick you up a pistol.
Yeah.
And you can do the same thing in Houston, San Antonio, Louisiana. It don't matter. If you want one, you're going to get it. Don't matter what they do.
Yeah, there is no way in the world they could ever get all guns off the street. All they could ever get is the guns from people that were willing to follow their laws. But I mean, we're in a perfect state for this because even if they pass something like that, I think the politicians here in this state would exempt Texas from it or whatever they would have to do. But we're in a safe zone for guns. I mean, I can't imagine what people in New York do or Michigan or places like that. Yeah, I'd make sure Justin and my family was out of the house too, with my dogs. Take my dogs because this ain't gonna turn out good. There's no way I could stop them, but there's no way they could stop me from trying.
No, me either. See, I'm probably on the FBI watch list anyway because I buy so much ammunition.
Probably everybody in the state of Texas is.
I buy mine out of Georgia.
We're considered a terrorist state probably by this administration anyway. Yep, there are more ARs than there are people.
I'm down to one. That's it.
ARs or guns? Yeah, I just got one AR too. I know Justin's got several of them. I've always had just one. I hear my dog barking out there. Say that again, Tom?
Mainly pistols. What I carry on a daily basis is a SIG P365. That's my little pocket pistol.
Yeah. I don't carry a whole lot, but when I do, I carry a Ruger EC9. It's fairly small, but I'm more of a rifle guy than pistols. The EC9, that little 9mm, is the only pistol I've got. Well, I've got one. My wife's got one, and we bought them to carry. But I don't carry them a whole lot because unless you're going to a situation where you think something might have happened. In my mind, carrying one constantly all the time increases the chances of an accidental discharge, something like that. I've had 2 accidental discharges in my life, and thank God nobody was in the way of either one of them. But I only carry one when I'm going maybe out to eat or something like that, somewhere where there's a crowd of people.
And the main thing is just you gotta read everything when walking into some places.
Yeah,
Some places let you carry and concealed, some places let you carry mobile leads.
yeah. I carry one, well, he'll never see it. I carry one at work sometimes because the stores only have one person in them. I'm the only person in that store. So when it gets dark and that open sign is still on, a crackhead out there in the street doesn't know that I just have $100 in there. As far as he's concerned, I might have $500 in there. But, a crackhead also, he doesn't care if you just got $10. He wants it.
Yeah, I'm out in downtown Dallas a lot of times at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That's why I've got mine with me at all times when I go downtown.
Yeah, if I go downtown, I'd carry one too. Houston, I don't know how Dallas is, but Houston is a stupid place to be. I mean, it's just an ignorant town up there. And people pay a fortune to live in those high-rise apartments in a town where right down there on the street, there's people waiting to kill you. I don't understand it.
Exactly.
I guess maybe Kylie is not going to make it, and Garnet. I was hoping to get Elisa on here and talk to her about Ukraine. She didn't, I don't think she said how long she's been in the States, did she? I mean, we only talked to her for like a minute or two.
I don't remember hearing that.
No, I don't either. Let's see. That's another thing, Justin, talking about price. Guns and ammunition have just gone stupid expensive. A box of 50 rounds of 22s, 22 longs, used to be $1.50, and now they're $7. And it wasn't that long ago; they were $1.50, right before COVID.
Yep. Justin, at 365, when I was wanting one of them, you couldn't find them here in Dallas. I just happened to walk into Academy and they got 2 of them in. I'd been wanting one for a couple of months, and I was fixing to buy something different, and all of a sudden the guy said, "We got 2 of them." It just came in. I said, "Well, now you got one, because give me the other one." But I've carried that gun for 2 years, and I've never shot it.
Oh, not even at the range?
No, I'll go to the range and shoot my other ones, and I'll forget that one's in my pocket.
Yeah. Well, how do you load it? Hollow points or a mixture?
No, just a mixture.
Mixture.
Right now, it's just got target rounds in it. I figure shooting crackheads is all you're going to need.
Yeah. This little EC9 is only a 7 round, well, 8 if there's one in the chamber. But I load the first 3 with hollow points, and after that, I just load full metal jackets. Because I'm figuring if you get in a gunfight like that, the first 2 or 3 rounds are the only rounds you're going to have to shoot at a guy in the open. And after that, he's going to be behind something, just like you are. And you need something to penetrate whatever he's behind, which a hollow point's not going to do real well.
No. Hopefully, all you need is one shot.
Yep, hopefully so. Hopefully he's not even looking your direction when you draw down on him. Did you see that video? I guess it's been a year, 18 months now. The guy that came in the church with the shotgun, I think he killed one or two people. But a retired police officer that was at the church took him out with one round in the head from, like, I don't know what the distance was, but it was a good distance. It was across the church. And then when you look at some of the still photographs that they showed on the news, there were like 5 or 6 people in the church that had guns drawn out. There's a lot more people packing in there than what you'd think.
Most of the churches around here, they've got members that are stationed all over the sanctuary that's got guns.
That may have been the situation here. I'm not sure. I was just very surprised that there were so many guns in the picture. I think it's a smart thing for a church to do. I don't know religiously how well that would go over, but you can't just let people come in there and cut people down.
No. And you'd think that'd be the safest place that you could go to, but it's really not.
No, yeah, all the where they think they're not anybody carrying is the places they go, which is stupid. Why they won't let teachers carry, because they know schools are safe.
Yeah, right.
Justin, the first one is a Full Metal Jacket for court. Oh, for court reasons. I bought that. I bought it from me and my son. That insurance, in case you have to shoot somebody, that they will issue you a lawyer and pay up to $1 million in your defense. It's like $10 a month.
I've been meaning to do that, but haven't got around to it yet.
Yeah, I do remember that guy at the mall styling. That's another place that's a gun-free zone that's wide open. I don't care if I'm in a place where there's a crowd like that, or a restaurant or a mall, which we never go to malls. My wife can't stand malls. She has anxiety inside a mall. But if I were to ever go to a place like that, I would carry. I don't care what signs they say, what signs they have. If I'm carrying and I never have to use it, they don't know. And if I do have to use it, I'd rather be in trouble with the law than dead, or my wife dead. USCCA, that's who I got mine through. No, they'll never know. They'll never know, like say, unless you have to use it. And if you have to use it, my life is worth more than whatever that penalty might be.
Yeah, you got some people walk around with snuff rings in their back pocket. Well, I got a gun imprint in my front pocket in some of my older guns.
Yeah, you're right, Justin. To me, if a place tells you, okay, back up a little bit. The state of Texas tells you you have the right to carry, even without a license, you can carry a gun. So if you go on a piece of private property, a business, they can tell you you can't carry that gun on my private property. Fine. It's your private property. You got that right to say so. But in my mind, that instantly makes you responsible for my security. If I get hurt, if I get shot and killed on your property because I can't defend myself, that's on the business owner as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
Can you hear that? My dog in there barking?
Yep.
he has a rhythm to his bark, and he just goes. That's the one I'm going to have to go put down a week from Tuesday. It's going to be a hard day. I've had that guy 15 years.
I can't even imagine that.
Last time I had to do it was about 40 years ago. And I'm telling you, that was a border collie. Her name was Billy. And if I say a quiet place like driving the car or whatever, if I start thinking about that, it'll still make me cry to this day. And that was 40 years ago. It's so hard to do because they're not just animals. Yeah, I bet you could hear her. Justin could hear his mom earlier. Her and Paula are playing. What is that they play? Animal Crossings. Well, I've got a video I loaded up of a strange war device. This one's this one's Russian, and it is the stupidest idea I've ever seen in my life. But they actually built it. So hard. I only have ferrets now, but still hard. Yeah, man, it's incredibly hard. I probably cried for 15 minutes while I made the appointment because I felt like I was making an appointment to kill him. That's what it feels like. I'm going to kill him, which, you boil it down to what it is, and that's what it is. Let me play this thing for y'all real quick. This is so stupid. I can't let it go till next week when Kylie's here. This one's driving me crazy that they would even build such a thing.
When you think of a submarine, a body of water comes to mind, as they were originally created to explore crazy water depths that the human body couldn't possibly survive on their own. In the mid-20th century, the Soviet Union had other ideas though. Boris Ushakov proposed the idea of a flying submarine to the Naval Engineering Institute, which put him as head of the project. Over a year after the project was led by Ushakov, it received a second evaluation by a committee. The original design posed a flying object that was composed of all metal and could reach speeds of 115 miles per hour in the air, but only 3.5 miles per hour when in the water. Since submarines existed during this time, you might be wondering what the primary advantage of this multi-environment vehicle may be. Ushakov thought that the maneuverability of his flying submarine could counter traditional subs used by enemies. Unfortunately, the project was temporarily suspended just a year later in 1939, but then resumed 5 years later under the orders of Chief Lavrenti Beria. 2 years after that, in 1947, the first test trial was performed. Ushakov's high didn't last for long, as the Communist Party ordered the project to be shut down in 1953.
Did you see that, Tom?
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to get any stupider than that. A flying submarine.
Don't seem like it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. Just make yourself a submarine and a separate airplane. But it would have been crazy enough if they just drew up plans for it, but they actually made the thing. And 115 miles an hour in the air, that's going to get shot down real quick.
Oh, yeah. Of course, it's a prop plane. They don't go that fast.
No, they don't.
3 miles an hour in the water, it's like a stiff breeze behind it.
Yeah. You could keep up with that with a trout motor on a John boat.
Yep.
I mean, a trolling motor, not a trout motor, a trolling motor. Yeah, put a screen door on it. Yeah, you might as well. You could cover that screen door with Flex Seal.
Well, this national championship game's fixing to get out of hand.
Oh, is it going right now?
Yeah, Michigan's up 14-3, and they're fixing to score again.
What quarter is it in?
First, it just started.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's out of hand already. Who is projected to win?
Well, Michigan's ranked number 1, Washington's ranked number 2, so both teams are undefeated, 14-0.
Well, I'm really disappointed that the other 3 didn't show up. Michael, I don't know if you were here when I said so, but if you want to come on and be on the live stream with us next time, just email me and give me your email. Well, if you email me, I'll have your email address, but I'll need your email address to send you an invitation, and then you just click on the link at the time, and it'll bring you right to it. So if you want to do that, if you don't want to do that, that's cool. I understand that. But I want to invite everybody to do that. I mean, we can widen the conversation of what we talk about. I like talking about the Battleship Texas and military stuff, but we don't have to follow what I want to talk about. It's just a group of guys talking about stuff, and I say guys because we don't have no women in here. But we were expecting 2 of them tonight, huh?
I think Stalin's hit it right on the head. Our favorite spy is out doing spy stuff.
Yeah, he must be. His little lady was supposed to come on with us, Elisa. I don't know if you saw her last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look sharp. It looks really good in that paint. And I so desperately wanted to go down there today, but the weather kept me from doing it. No sense in going down there if I can't fly. What's the root beer flavor today? Today, I've got some. Let's see if it'll focus on it. I don't know how to say the name. It won't. Oh, almost had it. Oh, there it is. I don't know what that is.
I agree, Justin.
What's that?
He's spying her.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool, buddy. Your wife's keeping tabs on you, obviously. Yeah, that's pretty much what they all do. I had to turn on that little tracking thing on my phone, so she knows where I'm at all the time. But I joke about that, but that was my idea as much as hers because of my heart condition. She needs to know where I'm at all the time.
Exactly. That's just common courtesy.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till I get a hold of Garnett in our text again. He hadn't answered me all. Well, he answered me this morning, but he has not answered me since then. Maybe, it's hard to come on here and talk to. It's not hard to talk to folks like this right here, but I don't want to sound like an idiot, which I do anyway. But, you got to get to where you don't care if you sound like an idiot because you don't know how many people are going to watch this on YouTube over the next couple of years. But, I've never been one of those people that really care a whole lot about what people think about me.
That's the way I am.
Yeah. What they think about me doesn't change my life one iota. Oh, here's Kylie. I just got online, but missed everything. No, you didn't miss. We're still here. We're still here for about 10 more minutes. Try again. See if she pops in. Let's see, Tyler. But I got kids too. How old are your kids? Mine are grown and gone and kids of their own.
Mine too.
Although little kids are really great fun at Christmas time. I was the kind of dad that would roll around on the floor with my kids, play on the bed, play wrestling with them on the bed. I played with my kids all the time. I loved having kids until they turned into teenagers and they were a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I tell mine
Okay.
I don't like them anymore.
Yeah, I tell mine I should have started with dogs. They never asked me for money.
Yeah.
Styling and profiling. He's got a couple. Oh, he's got two teenagers, a preteen, and a tweener.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rough. That's a rough mixture, especially if any of them are girls. Oh my goodness, girls are a pain. "18 years old, it's on his own." Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. If you want to talk Navy. Oh, you said you don't have a webcam. Well, you can still come on. You don't need a webcam. It'll, instead of showing your picture, it'll just show us a circle with like a equalizer bars on it as you talk. So yeah, if you want to come on, and you don't have to have a webcam, you can come on and just talk. Like I said, it just won't show your picture. No big deal. But yeah, if you want to do that, send me your email address.
Or be like me, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, Tom uses his phone. Yeah. Let's see, style and profile. A boy, a girl. Work out perfect. You see what Justin said, gears and guns?
No, I miss that.
He says his son, I think his son is 5 now, but he'll run up to him and say, hey, Dad, and then turn around and fart on him. Oh, that might be Kylie again. Oh, yeah, there's Kylie. She had to tell me she was on because I didn't see her pop in. Let me get Kylie in there. There she
There
is.
she is.
So you had to run to Best Buy and get what?
A UPS.
As in a UPS delivery?
No,
I don't
battery
know.
backup.
You had to get a battery backup?
Yeah, so I use it for work and stuff. It's what keeps all my stuff going. So,
But you got that big giant thing that you use for droning.
that's different.
Oh, you're talking about a computer battery backup. Ah, okay, I'm up with you now.
Yes.
So we were talking about kids. You got kids, don't you?
I have 3.
3, what are they, boys, girls?
One's in the Navy.
What rank?
Like a 2, he's just an E4, so yeah.
Just.
Just.
That's not just.
He likes it. He's a fueler, so on a carrier he'd be a grape, but he's doing shore duty right now.
And what about the other 2? Well, wait a minute. How old is he? How old is he? Or did you probably said.
I'm not going to age myself, so.
I know how old you are. You just had a birthday.
Yeah.
So we know how old you are.
But he's up in Fallon. I have one in Alaska.
Oh, she just ain't going to do it.
And one in Seattle.
So the other boys or girls?
Another son and one daughter.
Daughter's the baby of the family?
Yes.
Yep. So I played this, I'm still getting messages from you. I played this video a while ago. I'm not going to play it again. I'm just going to tell you about it. But it's the strange war devices that we do sometimes.
Mhm.
That's what it was. It was the Russians in 1939 built a flying submarine. Yeah, calculate that in your head. I can see that trying to figure out in your head. It was a flying submarine. What did it say? It flew 115 miles an hour, Tom?
Yeah. In the air, 3 miles an hour in the water.
Yeah, 3 miles an hour in the water. But, it'd been crazy enough if they built or had plans for it, but they actually built one of them. And then the Communist Party, when they came into power, shut it down.
So it looks like me and Michael Shelby served on the Truman around the same time. I did 2 tours on the Harry S. Truman, and I EAS'd in 2005, so I did that last Mediterranean cruise.
No kidding, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was with the Air Wing VMFA 115.
That, man, talk about a small world.
Wow, pretty cool.
That's what, 5,000 to 6,000 people on an aircraft carrier?
Yeah, about 5,500.
Yeah. So odd that 2 of you would meet out here in the real world, being on the same ship in the same time frame.
I got a friend of mine up here in Dallas area that was on submarines in the Navy. He retired about 15 years ago.
Submariners, man.
Oh.
I have you been on a modern submarine, Kylie?
I have been on a fast attack and a boomer. I've gotten tours of both of those.
But they're probably quite a bit larger than the Kabbalah, right?
Yes.
The Kabbalah is so tiny.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were height requirements to serve on a submarine in World War II. But I picture modern ones, I mean, they have to be bigger. You can't get any smaller unless you get a midget submarine. Oh, he says that y'all are a special rare breed. Well, I knew that. I knew she was special, and I knew she was rare.
Well, I'm waiting to get off of here. I got dogs to feed.
Yeah, I got to get going too. I got a grandson to go pick up from McDonald's. Good to see everybody tonight. Yeah, Kylie, I'm glad you came in.
Yeah, sorry.
We were supposed to. Garnet never made it in with his Ukrainian girlfriend / wife, whatever she is. I don't know, but he never made it in, unfortunately. And I texted him numerous times throughout the day, and again about an hour ago. Just he's a no-show. Maybe she got scared and backed out. I don't know. But she was the one that said she wanted to come on. He didn't tell her to. Oh. She came in at the very last minute of last week and told us her name, where she is from, and that she wanted to come on. And I told her, great, the more the merrier. And Garnet said that he would forward her the link, and boom, ghosted. Maybe I'll put together a little 15-second ghosted segment for him next week. Okay, everybody, we got to bail. I gotta go. I gotta get there pretty quick now. Didn't they used to have one?
Well, I will see y'all next week. Everybody have a good week.
All right, Tom, you too.
Okay. All righty.
Later, Chris. Bye, Kylie. Bye. Oh, I just got one thing left to say, and then I'm gone.
And that's all I have to say about that.